Come and take a ride in my text. Oh, suicide do if they impress. Yeah, I can make it rain just to bless. Yeah, Bitcoin's falling down all around like, hey, how we can make millions on Dow. Just built a mansion with the beach house. About to drop a single trade NFT style. Smart contracts hold the future well down. Blockchain game on smash like Blau. Join the Earthia family right now. Let's throw a sick party, turn the metaverse out. Cause it's a whole new earth.
Let me take you to a place like nowhere else, nowhere else. A virtual no fantasies called the Metaverse. Sick and tired of the old things, trying to experience new things. But this is me, what about you? What about you? What about you? Don't you think it's your time to shine? Get the bag, you deserve it. Build your empire and I'm taking mine.
Welcome to Metaverse. You gon' find treasures in each room. Your days of worst will be over, baby. I'ma love you right in the lady. Pleasures and treasures you can't lose. Have you been looking? Have you been looking for what you can't find? Yes, sir. You've been hitting roadblocks, dead in love, plenty hard knocks. I'm surprised you haven't lost your mind. All I wanna do is change your atmosphere, take you to new heights, make those lames disappear. Tender lady, let me have your ear, my dear. And if I'm here, welcome to my Nervy.
Ladies and gentlemen, hey man, welcome in. It is Monday evening and we have a special guest tonight. This is the volume number 3. If you guys haven't looked at or seen the first 2 volumes, you might want to go do that. You can catch it on The Streets Are Watching, but you can also catch him over on CatchThisVibe Radio on YouTube. It is the story of Tony Ray, man. You know, past, present, and future. We've had some amazing conversations. We talked about LA, we talked about Atlanta, and now we're talking about, you know, Miami in the future, kind of where things are going with Tony Ray, aka Tony Crypto. Sheesh, man. If you guys are brand new here, welcome in. My name is Biggie. I'm the host of CTV Radio, the hottest indie radio station here on TikTok and in the Midwest. Come catch this vibe. But also I am the host of Metaverse and Music podcast, which you are also tapped in with tonight. So I want to say what up, though, to all my people out there in Facebook world, everybody that's on Keys to the Street, and everybody that's in TikTok land, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. Man, we're streaming everywhere tonight because we're getting the final story on my man Tony Crypto, aka Tony Ray. But if you have, like I said, if you missed those introductory podcast, you definitely want to go view them. Catch This Vibe Radio on YouTube. Catch This Vibe is all one word, radio, and you'll be able to see some of the interviews over there. But not only that, you can go to Key to the Streets on Facebook. It's a dope group, and you not want to miss it. All right, guys, look, man. Let's not even just wait anymore, man. Let's not even wait anymore. My man is uber busy. He just hopped out of one interview. Now he in another one. And we about to talk about Tony Crypto, man. Welcome to the stage, my guy, Tony Ray, man. What up, what up?
How about it?
Yo, what's good with you, my guy? How you holding up this evening?
Oh, you know what, man? I'm blessed and highly favored as always, man. And it's great to be in your presence, man, be on your show. I love catching your vibe, man. I love the vibe, man. How about it?
Blessings, man. How about it, man? If you guys don't know anything about that, go watch volume 2 and you'll be able to talk. You better hear everything and what how about it is all about. We might even have a sneak preview, not even sneak preview, but what is it? A little fun video that pop up with him and him on the Jenny Jones show. Whew, again, go check out volume number 2, and you'll see exactly what we're talking about. Man, let's go ahead and jump in, man. I see that you were just in one interview, or at least that's what we talked about.
Other one, man. That that's what we doing, man. But how about it? I'm glad to be here, man. So what we doing, man? What we talking about tonight?
Still there?
Miami. Can you hear me?
We lost him. Give it a second here, ladies and gentlemen. A little technical difficulties.
Can you hear me? Am I still there?
There we go. I got you. We got you.
All right.
All right. So the question was, you were currently in an interview before this one. Can you talk or disclose exactly what that was all about?
Okay, yeah. What that was about is a show that comes on Roku, and it's about different, initiatives that hip hop is doing right now, and where hip hop is going. And we were talking about hip hop in the metaverse. We were talking about meta rap, Tony Crypto, and the future of hip hop, and how we're gonna be, dominant in that space in the future of hip hop and where we're going with it. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So you guys hearing it right now, man. If you're listening up, we're talking the future of where hip hop is going. My man Tony Ray has been in the past. He's done the present hip hop, and now he's already looking towards the future.
Absolutely.
Let's kind of talk about how you got to this place, man. In our last previous conversations, we talked about LA, kind of the beginnings of who Tony Ray is.
Right.
We talked about Atlanta, kind of the big grassroots of you being in hip hop beyond the street life and everything of that nature, where it's strictly music and making music moves. And now we've done that. We've seen it. We've done it. We've changed lives. We've been implemented into crucial or more documented things in hip hop history. And now we're in the present / future. We in Miami. Like, how did we get from Atlanta to Miami? Like, what took those steps?
All right. Well, last where it left off, I think we're talking about Atlanta. Talking about when I got shot in the recording studio.
That part.
And the things that happened after I got shot in the studio. Well, it was like about 2 months after I got shot in Atlanta. I was still in recovery, recovering from all that. And my partner, Showbiz, we had a marketing firm that, we was doing a lot of marketing in Atlanta. And Young Jeezy, they were coming down to Miami. This was 2011. And they asked me to come down with them. I fresh off of getting shot, So, I was like, I need a little vacation. Like Jeezy said, I need a vacation.
I need a vacation.
Right. So, I came down to Miami with Jeezy and them, and the last night that I was with, we was all hanging out at a club. After the club, Jeezy didn't perform that night. We were at a club, and afterwards, I'm outside the parking lot of this club in Miami, and these 2 girls come up to me, and they started calling me everything but the son of God. Da-da-da-da-da. We paid $200 to get in this club, and Jeezy didn't perform. I'm like, yo, ladies, hold on a second. I'm like, we're going to another club, y'all can come. I introduce y'all to Jeezy and whatnot. So their homegirl pulls up, to pick them up. She went got her car, so she pulls up. I never seen the girl, but she pulled up. They talking to her, and at the same time, a fight jumped off in the parking lot of the club. And somebody pulled out a gun and started shooting in the air. So when I heard that, I just got shot, man. I heard gunshots. I don't know if I was shell shocked or what was going on, but I just dove in the back seat of this girl's car. I dove in the back seat, like, bloop. Because all my boys were still in the club. I kind of went out a couple of minutes before everybody. So I made the girl get out the parking lot. Next thing you know, she got me to a place. I called the homeboys and told them, hey, I had these girls get me out of the parking lot. They were shooting. And man, it's one of the most beautiful women I ever seen in my life. Make a long story short, I end up staying down here. I end up marrying the lady, and now we got 4 kids together.
Look,
you know what I'm saying?
Cinderella story right there. You know what I mean?
So
the wife.
whoever was shooting in that parking lot, drop a bomb for them. Drop a bomb for whoever was shooting in the parking lot at the Jeezy party.
My man say, thank you. I appreciate you, brother. You made me find my wife. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it did, but there was a crazy part though, because I came down here to Florida. You know, I was addicted to pain pills because, again, I was on them pain pills, and I was addicted to lean. And I ended up meeting a guy down here in Florida. Actually, I went to church with my wife one night, and I met this dude who got saved. Big white dude, tatted up, but he had 619 tatted on the back of his head. That's the area code for San Diego.
Mm-hmm.
And he had Easy E tatted on his arm. And as I told you in the first interview, Volume 1, I was the last artist signed to Easy E. So when I seen Easy E tatted on this dude's arm real big, the face of Easy, I said, I want to meet this dude. So I ended up meeting the dude. Make a long story short, he's from California. He wanted to hang out, and he picked me up one day, and he took me to a meeting. So we're going to go hang out at the clubhouse. I'm thinking a clubhouse. I'm thinking he's like a motorcycle gang, a low rider,
right.
something, you know, it's a clubhouse, the homies. He ended up in recovery, and he introduced me to recovery, the recovery program. I ended up getting clean, you know, getting off the pain meds and all that stuff and working a program. And then the guy who owned the treatment center, he heard one of the CDs I did. I made a Christian CD. I'm gonna make an album about God. So I did an album about God, right? I made a whole Christian CD, and somehow a guy who owns a treatment center got a hold of my CD back in 2012.
Okay.
And he asked me to come in and speak to the drug addicts in there. And I'm like, you want me to speak to the drug addicts? Like, you got the wrong dude. He's like, but they love your music. He said, can you come in and rap for them? I said, come in and rap. He said, I'll pay you $300. I said, wait, you're going to pay me $300 to come up to your office real quick and rap for some people for like 20 minutes and leave? That's it? He's like, yeah. And I went up there and I literally rapped 1-2 songs and he paid me. But the cold thing is when I went in there, it was like I could feel the pain of these young people. It was like it was a calling for God, bro. And to make a long story short, I ended up creating this thing called Rap Therapy. I ended up getting, you know, Advocate of the Year in Broward County in 2017. If you go to Facebook and type in Rap Therapy, I got over 300 hours of just me talking to young people and motivating them and getting them out of the trenches of drugs. And they started calling me the Hope Dealer. I put out 2 recovery albums that started a new genre called recovery hip hop. I had 2 sold out concerts with 3,000 drug addicts in the Pompano Amphitheater. You know what I'm saying? So, so it all takes us here because as I'm doing this, right, there was a guy, shout out to my boy Alex Montalvo, that's my boy. You know what I'm saying? My Latin dog. But Alex, he seen what I was doing in the recovery space and on Facebook and helping addicts. He's like, Tone. He called me, said, yo, there's this dude. He has a streaming platform called Avnio. I would love to do a TV show on Avnio called The Hope Dealer and show what you're doing. I'm like, yo, so he flies this guy in, Jason Swanston comes flying in, and we sit down and we meet up. And this Jason Swanson dude, he was like way over my head, bro. He was like a genius and went to college at 13, you know, I'm like, bro, I'm just a dude from the hood, you know, helping drug addicts.
Out the streets, player. Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but me and him, there was a guy named Wolf, rest in peace. He was Puffy's bodyguard. And I had a relationship through my cousin with this guy, Wolf, and then he had a relationship with Wolf. Wolf ended up getting killed in Atlanta, you know, with the BMF thing. It was a shootout with Meech and them. And we ended up in a conversation. We was talking about, you know, videos, and we were talking about streaming, and all of a sudden, somehow we mentioned Wolf. And I said what I said about Wolf, he said what he said, and it kind of connected us together because we both had this common, thing in common.
Commonality. Yeah, the commonality. Yep.
So we never lost contact. You know, we kept each other's number. We started following each other on Facebook. Fast forward, this was in 2019. 2020, I had a couple of my boys, shout out to Mick, Andre, Proper Steps. They were all about the blockchain 3.0 and this new thing called NFTs that were coming out.
Yes, sir.
And they had a dude on their team who launched this deal called Beeple. It was an NFT called Beeple. It went for $60 million, right? And they're telling me about this, and so they showed me the artwork. They showed me this Beeple stuff. and it looked like a bunch of weird art. I wouldn't pay $10 for it. You know, nothing against people. He's a
Right.
genius. But I'm like, somebody paid $60 million for that.
That part,
So I said,
exactly.
check this out. I said, check this out, y'all. What if I get you guys a Grammy or a platinum plaque or something like that, and we create an NFT of that? Would they buy that? They're like, wait a minute, you can get a platinum plaque, you can get a Grammy. I said, yeah, I know a lot of celebrities. So I had a yacht party in Miami, right?
Okay.
I throw a yacht, and I invite. At this time, DMX is working on a movie, so we were slated to do the DMX stuff. So I had DMX's people on the boat. This is before DMX passed away.
Right.
And I had DMX. I had V Johnson. I had a bunch of rappers, Stevie Williams, bunch of platinum producers. I had all these guys on the yacht, and I broke down to them what an NFT was, right? And how it could move and how you can make money off of it. And of course, you know, everybody got together and was doing their own thing, you know.
Sure enough.
The guys who, you know, who were very knowledgeable in this space, they were like, look, you know, we want to get some more clients from you. We'll give you a contract. You know, so I said, all right, I'll bring you all the clients. Hey, all you got to do is take pictures. They ain't got to give up none of their assets. This is the easiest thing right here. You know what I'm saying? So I hooked him up with Grandmaster Flash. That was the first guy, Grandmaster Flash. You know,
legend.
Right. But it was a while before they would get me my contract. And I'm like, okay, I got y'all Grandmaster Flash. Where's my con? They're like, oh, we're working on it. And I didn't really know the intricacies of creating an NFT, minting. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm waiting. So then the same guy said, you know what? They just gave me a TV show on Bloomberg TV, NASDAQ TV. He said, Tony, you know, I want to influence more people from your culture. Do you happen to know anybody that's black that's into NFTs or knows about currency, cryptocurrency, finance that can come on there and talk to our black audience? I said, nah, I really don't, homie. So I go on Facebook, and as soon as I go on Facebook, here's the guy I met a year ago, Jason Swanston. He had a post, and it was from a group he started called Black Investor Stock Group. And at the time, he had 20,000 black people following him on everything crypto, everything, you know, finances, everything investments. So I hit him up, and I go, yo, Jay, you remember me? He goes, yo, Tone, I remember you. What's up? I go, yo, I got an opportunity for you. I go, I got this guy. He's heavy in the NFTs. He has a new platform on Bloomberg TV, and he needs somebody that's black that can go on there and speak about finances. I go, you know, I don't know that space, so, you know, if it could help you or benefit you, man, great. I go, can you just do one thing for me? And he goes, what is that? I go, yo, can you look at the contract that they want to give me? They ain't gave my contract, bro. I said, you the smartest dude I know. Can you look at it for me, man? You know what I'm saying? Let me know if I need a lawyer or not. So he took a look at it. He's like, Tone, they're trying to get you, man. You doing what? I said, I'm bringing them our culture. He's like, you bringing them he's like, no, hold up. He said, we can do this. In him, you know, long story short, me and Jason Swanston came together. We started NFT Fans Agency. Not only did he become my partner, I'm older than him, but he became like my big brother because he started educating me. You know what I'm saying? On this space. And I mean, we went hard, man. We bootstrapped. I mean, for a year straight, we was on calls every single day, Sundays included, talking to celebrities and trying to explain them what NFTs were. To make a long story short, you know, now we ended up signing 30 clients in a year. Everybody from Dorsey Levin, Super Bowl winner, Green Bay Packers, Amon Green, all-time leading rusher for the Green Bay Packers. Angie Stone, Slim from 112, Andre Rison. And I mean, we got history artifacts. We got, you name it, we got it with us, right? So
absolutely.
So Jason was always talking about this metaverse he was building, and he broke it down to me.
Right, okay. Hold on to that thought real second. I wanna like give our audience like a moment to breathe, like for a minute. I wanna like backtrack for them for a second to kind of teach them a lesson here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't want it to be a story that you tell them, which is a fantastic story. Okay. But here's the gem in case anybody lost it, right? Anybody didn't catch the gem at all, right? Networking is important, right? But it's always about keeping your ears open and knowing what you're getting into, right? So my man My man Tony Crypto said, we making a lot of moves, but ain't nobody giving me my paperwork. There's a lot of people that make a lot of moves in this industry that don't get their paperwork together. Right. And when that happens, you lose your intellectual property, right? And you can always create more. Don't get it twisted. But if you got something that's worth $1 million, $2 million, $1 billion, you need your paperwork together. So that's what Tony Crypto kept doing. He said, before I move any further, let me get my paperwork done. But I'm also still keep my ears open as I politic with all the people in this area.
Right.
So he got one opportunity to talk to somebody. Somebody liked the way Tony Crypto was moving. And he was like, yo, I got this platform, but I need some help, integrating into the culture that you're fully, etched in. You feel me?
Right.
So Tony said, I got you, bro. Let me call somebody that I think that can work with this, because guess what? Fate walked into your life through the internet and said, hey, here you go, Jason Swanston. Right here on your Facebook. First post you see when you open up that's ordained divinity right there, man. Like, come on now, ladies and gentlemen. When it speaks to you, sometimes you take that leap. So guess what he did? He didn't text. He didn't send an email. He called. He said, hey, Jay, I got this opportunity. Are you down? He said, obviously, I remember who you are. Tony, man, come on, man. What is it about? But before we do anything, before we break this bread and get this opportunity, can you help me out? And that's something that a lot of people don't have the gumption to do, is to ask for help. They let ego get in the way, and they think that they can do everything on their own and they can be prosperous on their own. My man Tony said, not I need some help. You about the smartest person. You about the smartest person that I know in this realm that can help me. And look what happened. Now we're talking a year later, 2021, 2020, and we're talking to Jason Swanston. Y'all created NFT Fans Agency, first black blockchain that's out there that most of anybody ever heard of.
Right. Facts.
We have all of these amazing athletes, celebrities alike that are a part of it right now, steadily growing over the time that since it's been created. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is huge. Like, I need people to understand the volume of what you're giving them right now. So I had to break it down for a hot second.
How about it? I get it.
You know what I mean?
I'm
the
long
severity.
Talk, man.
That's why I'm here. The severity of it. Tony, man, keep going, man. We got NFT Fans Agency. And in case anybody don't know what that is, he's getting into it, but it's the first black blockchain that's providing you not only the fundamentals to NFT and cryptocurrency, most if not everyone is multicultural or look just like us. You feel me? Continue to speak on it, man.
All right. Well, NFT Fans Agency, man, like I say, with our clients, we're building our own ecosystem, and it's called Earthia. And that's our metaverse. And it's a place where we can create our own environments, such as football stadiums for Bob Whitfield from the Atlanta Falcons, who signed with us. We're going to have museums. We're going to have, all types of things, where our clients can sell their NFTs in our own ecosystem with our people, right? So, with that, me and Jason, I told Jason, we got to launch this metaverse. And he was apprehensive to do it at first. But after me getting in his ear and, I said, look, them boys from Sandbox was on my yacht party. They left with the information that I gave them, and they went out and signed Snoop. And they're using Snoop Dogg to push their metaverse, which is us. They're using our culture to push their metaverse that has nothing to do with our culture. So I said, we gotta put out our metaverse now, because we are hip hop. We are the culture. I don't have to go find and hire a rapper to promote mine. I don't gotta go find somebody from our culture to promote us. We are the culture. Let's market it. So we end up putting it together, getting our artists. And I said, you know what? Now we need some music. So my boy DJ Hurricane, right? Shout out to Hurricane. DJ Hurricane. Shout out to her. Gotta give a shout out. Jam Master J Brim. Y'all see the JMJ. Oh, this is a real Jam Master J Brim I got on. Just to keep it right. Run DMC straight up. Hollis Queens, right? So Hurricane brought me this rapper named Dub City 3.0, right? Because I had a vision for meta rap. And I told all the rappers, I got Perry Smith from EPMD signed. I got Raz Cass and some great lyrical people, you know, that signed to us, you know. So I said, look, man, we need to make this meta rap as far as the producers as well. And they was all like, well, Tony, what would it sound like? What's meta rap? And I'm a producer myself, but at this point in life, I am the co-founder and the CEO of a NFT agency that has over $1 billion worth of digital assets. So last thing on my mind was about getting on the mic, going in the studio and start rapping. You know what I'm saying? So he brought me to in Dub City 3.0, and the guy was a genius, right? I'm brought lyrically. He actually took what was in my head and was able to lyrically bring it across. And we started doing videos. I started, you know, taking some of our artists' developments that are in development and taking little clips and making these, you know, these virtual reality music videos for Dub, and it started taking off. You know, started getting a lot of people who were like naysayers at the beginning or wanted to see.
Right.
They like, this is crazy. It's not goofy. It's not corny. It's hot. So I ended up getting another rapper called Blockchain Boy. He's from Los Angeles. I got a rapper from Broward County, Florida, named Metaverse. And then, you know, the boys was like, you know, Tone, you know, you got to get in the with us with the Blockchain Boys. So I said, you know what? And let me make this real first though too. The Blockchain Boys, this rap group that I'm talking about, they are metahumans. Metahumans like an AI. It's like your virtual reality person. So they're like characters in our gamified version of Earthia. So Tony Crypto is a rapper that exists in Earthia. I am the voice. I am everything that Tony Crypto does, but he's a character in the meta world, right? And in this, Tony Crypto has the meta mansions. He's like the big dog of the metaverse, along with his crew, the Blockchain Boys. And the leader of the Blockchain Boys is Dub City 3.0, right? So I'm in Dub City's crew. I'm Tony Crypto. And so, you know, as I started coming up with the character Tony Crypto and working with Jason on the gamified part, how we're looking the game, and as him as the rapper, I started putting the music together for Tony Crypto. And as we're listening, I'm making the music for the virtual world. But as I'm playing it for people, they're like, yo, this what you mean first?
This ain't bad. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I'm like, well, I'm Tony Ray. Tony Crypto's a character, but they're liking his music, right? So that's how that came about. So I actually play a character, Tony Crypto, in Earthia, who is a rapper, a billionaire rapper with meta mansions, meta cars, portal passes, cities in every, you know, cribs in every city. He's the man. But they're liking his character. So what we're gonna be
first before we move on, let's give a big shout out to Dub City, and then also give a big shout out to Blockchain Boy. If you guys want to, again, on Metaverse, on Catch This Vibe Radio on YouTube, as well as Keys to the Street, you can catch that interview we had with both of those gentlemen, as well as Tony Ray or Tony Crypto from before. So again, go check those out, man. You can find out more about those artists as well, and the things that they have moving and grooving for them.
Also, too, I got to give a shout out to my boy. You know, I didn't do it. I haven't talked to him yet. I'm gonna use this time because I know my boy Raheem from the Grandmaster Flash and Furious 5. Shout out to my boy Raheem. He signed to my company. He was performing at the Grammys. It was a huge thing. So shout out to him. You know what I'm saying? OG legend. So OG legend. So back to what I'm saying, right? So now, since everybody wants to see the Blockchain Boys in real life because they're into the music, so now in the first video that we're going to drop as the Blockchain Boys, I'm going to give away a little secret, you know what I'm saying? You're going to watch them in the metaverse. They're going to be talking in the metaverse, but they're going to portal out of the metaverse into the real world. And when they transform from metahumans into humans, he's going to look just like me. And I'm going to be Tony Crypto in the real world that's going to do his shows and show up at all his events in the real world while he portals from the metaverse. So it's going to be crazy. It's going to be impossible thinking. They're going to love it.
We're breaking the wall.
Metaverse, and he's on stage in front of us in New York as Tony Ray. Tony Ray's playing him. Oh yeah, so yeah, we got a lot of stuff coming, man. Like this is gonna be great. You know, I'm so excited about the future and where we're going with our metaverse, man. What we're launching. I got to give a shout out to Nikki Nicole, the Journal, Herb Middleton. Herb Middleton is a producer that's, you know, he produced
Shout out to her.
C for Total. He produced, you know, Biggie record. I mean, you know, the list goes on. Brownstone, he's with us. I gotta give a shout out to OG Chili Chill, who, you know, produced all the Ice Cube records, Lynch Mob. I gotta give a shout out to another producer, Rhythm D, produced all the Easy E records, you know, Real Compton City G's, because they're part of our Metaverse hip hop crew too, in Earth as characters. But we're gonna all be catching a portal out of Earthia into the real world, and then that's where you'll be able to physically touch Tony Crypto by shaking my hand in the real world at a show, at a Tony Crypto Metaverse show. I know it might sound crazy, and it might sound kind of crazy, but when it all pops off, man, they're gonna say it's a genius move, and you know we're probably going in the Guinness Book of Genius Records.
you know what's so crazy, man? It doesn't sound too far-fetched at all. Like, I find that this is something that will definitely be doable. Think about it, man. You're only a half a step away from them from when they introduced Tupac to Coachella.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, you're just reversing the role.
So I'm glad you said that, because it's gonna be just the opposite. You imagine they showed Tupac come to Coachella as a hologram.
That part.
Right? Well, imagine a big screen on a stage and you're watching the metaverse, and then you watch these hologram metahumans teleport out of the metaverse and show up on stage as a real human.
That part.
And
Yeah, you just reverse engineered it.
Stuff, then I portal back to the metaverse and I'm out.
Man, reverse engineered, bro. Brilliant. Hey,
how about it? You know what I'm saying? That's where we at right now.
This is revolutionary at its finest, man. Thank you to everybody that's been here tonight, witnessing some greatness, hearing some amazing things that we're going to be, that's just going to be happening here with NFT fans, Earthia. Now, again, if you guys don't know, man, Earthia will be dropping extremely soon. Again, like you said, it is just a beautiful space that they've created. It is hyper reality, which means, when I first heard this, like, what the hell is hyper reality? Which means they've taken actual sections from the world that we live in and put it inside of their metaverse, our metaverse. You know what I'm saying? So if you're seeing, just because it's Trump Tower, right? It might be, it's the same structure, but you can have it someone else's name because they've purchased that in that metaverse.
Absolutely. It's like we turn the Empire State Building into a hyper realistic upscale condo community. It's gonna be so you can live in the Empire State Building. We have a concert hall in the Empire State Building. Like Don King's daughter, Deborah King, shout out to Miss King. She signed to us, and so we gave her Madison Square Garden. That's gonna be the King Arena, where you're gonna all the boxing, UFC fights that are, all that stuff in our metaverse is gonna be at her arena, and then we're gonna be out the Don King legacy, through his daughter. So I mean, it's just a great thing. I mean, it's for me, I feel like it's a great time for me to be in my skin.
That part.
Who I am.
I mean, like let's think about it again. You guys, to get the full grasp of things, you will have to go back and listen to and watch volume 1 and volume 2. You heard a little bit of it when we started this interview tonight. My man's been shot multiple times, you know what I'm saying? So life has been on the edge a lot for this young man. And what's so great is now that he's starting to see the full benefit, we've overcome so much to get so many great things now in the person that you are as today, right? I think our person above definitely said, you know what, your walk is definitely meant to be here. So we have to make sure that you are protected throughout all of this crazy stuff, because of the brilliancy that you're holding right now is giving our world life. You feel me? Like think about that, right? The music that you've done, whether it's from the past, whether it's from the present, or going into the future, has been all either telling the story of where you're coming from, telling the story of what you're doing, or telling the story of where you're going, right? Like when we look at it, it's like I'm completely sober. I'm working on me. I'm a better person. But not only that, the words that I speak are profound enough that I can hit chart-topping billboards. I can create new genres. Right. I'm able to help help mentor and like encourage over 8,000 people at one time, or over a time span to stay sober. You know what I'm saying? That's huge.
Yeah, and
but
also,
not only that,
on records, Tony Crypto don't cuss. Tony Crypto don't
that
use
part. And yeah, I've noticed that too.
Use no 4-letter words. You heard
I
me?
noticed that too. I noticed that.
I'm gonna tell you,
and then
Big Daddy said a long time ago. Tony Crypto love the kids.
It's music for everybody.
About it.
Yep. And then when we talk about this new one, right, we talk about what's current and going into the future, and we're talking about Tony Crypto. We're getting into the space of the future, and not only are we rapping, and it's all over beats and snares, things that we're used to, kind of that southern draw, southern flair, a little bit of West Coast love on it as well. But we're edifying people on exactly what cryptocurrency is, what Metaverse is. We're teaching them amongst all of the hooks and snares and beats and 808s and all that.
Right. Well, I mean, we're being true to hip hop. I mean, that's what hip hop was. Hip hop was all about educating. Whether it be I'm educating you onto the section of town where I come from. I'm educating you on my ghetto. I'm educating you on what's going on. It was a form of news. You know, it was a news outlet. Your rapper was your reporter. We didn't watch 60 Minutes. We listened to Don't Push Me Because I'm Close to the Edge. We listened to Self-Destruction. There wasn't all these social media platforms. We had to wait for the rapper to come out to educate us. If you want to know what's going on in New York, you had to wait for New York to drop some hip hop. You want to know what's going on in LA, you had to listen to social media now. Is, you know, it cut out the message and it's all about the mess. And I'm just tired of living in the culture to where it's just, you know, murder, death, kill, man. You know, and they're pushing it through music. So, you know, we gotta, you know, somehow, you know, I'm not gonna change the world like Pac said. You know, I ain't gonna change the world, but maybe I might spark the mind of somebody inside the metaverse. I can do better.
Let's go. I love it, man. I do another show, man, and we use that clip every beginning. Like, that's the part of the intro. Right. I can't change the world, but maybe I can spark the. Oh man, that is fantastic! So, you know, wow,
that's where we're at. You know, like my kids. You know, I got small kids, and they work on Metaverse stuff. They make pictures for Metaverse. They do all that. You know what I'm saying? This is, I mean, one of my kids. I got one of my kids. I don't know if you know, I got one of my kids right here.
Absolutely, man.
You know, I'm in an interview. Like if you can't
do it, it's a family affair.
You know what I'm saying? Like I got babies, man. You know, like let me show you, man. This is one of my babies.
Beautiful.
Other babies.
What's good, young ladies? How we doing? Peace. What's good, young man? I see you in the building.
My wife's in the building. But what I'll say is, like, you know, all these kids. You know, I just want to say something. All these kids every day, I pick them up from school. We get in the car and we put on my music and we turn it up loud.
Yes.
And rap my music, and they're not cussing, no derogatory stuff. And my kids know all of my words. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm doing it for, man. Like, you know, I'm here to make stuff for these youngsters.
Absolutely. Well, like, with that, man, let's go ahead and jump into one of those real quick, man. This is the newest visual that came out from Tony Crypto. This one here.
Tony Crypto.
Oh, let me do this again. This is gonna be a banger, ladies and gentlemen. You guys make sure you watch these visuals. We're looking at Earthia right now when this starts to play. Not only that, you're listening to Tony Crypto himself, man. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Come catch this vibes here on Metaverse and Music Podcast and CTV Radio. You heard?
How about Tony Crypto? Blockchain voice. That's cool.
I just hit a portal, moving through the metaverse. I feel like I'm immortal. Virtual metropolis, me and Mr. 3.0. Blockchain boy, Metaverse. We going digital. Chrome, Meta 30s, Meta Chevy, that's my Metaverse. Moving NFTs like quarter keys, got that metal work. Stacking all this crypto. I just bought a Meta mansion, parked out front by the fountain. That's my Meta Phantom. Hey, oh. I just hit a portal, moving through the Metaverse. I feel like I'm immortal. Pull up in that Meta yacht, dock it at the Meta spot. Hop off in that Meta dome, sliding down the Meta block. I came to Meta scorch the top, dropping mega Meta hits, stomping through your sandbox. In my Meta G6, smashing through your roadblocks. My lyrical algorithm keep manifesting Meta guap. Crypto, do my metal walk. Watch me do my metal walk. Do my metal walk. Watch me do my metal walk. Do my metal walk. Watch me do my metal walk. Do my metal walk. Watch me do my metal blockchain. Cause I'm a meta human. In the medical. Meta wolf was meta booming. Tony Crypto. Blockchain voice. I just hit a portal, moving through the metaverse. I feel like I'm immortal. Virtual metropolis, me and Mr. 3.0. Blockchain boy, Metaverse, we going digital. Chrome, Meta 30s, Meta Chevy, that's my Metaverse. Moving NFTs like quarter keys, got that metal work. Stacking all this crypto, I just bought a Meta mansion. Parked out front by the fountain, that's my Meta Phantom. I just hit a portal, moving through the Metaverse. I feel like I'm immortal. Pull up in that Meta.
Hold on, be quiet.
Yes, sir, man. That right there was Tony Crypto, man. You looking at Tony Ray in the flesh, man. But when you hear that music and you hear them beats, man, you listening to Tony Crypto. Soon to be releasing a lot of this music. Not only will it be Tony Crypto, but it will also be Blockchain Boy as well as Dub City 3.0. And just some
Metaverse from Broward County.
And Metaverse, man, introducing themselves as the Blockchain Boys. Hey, man, I'm telling you, it is something phenomenal. I actually been doing a lot of this research, and I haven't really came across much like this. There's little one-offs and little knickknacks, but nothing to this extent where they're actually representing a whole metaverse. So shout out to Urfia. Shout out to NFT Fans Agency. Big love to Jason Swanston. One thing that you guys need to know is we will be starting the volumes for Jason Swanston here real soon. So you don't want to miss that either here on Metaverse and Music Podcast and CTV Radio. Now, Tony, man, just like I said, you got a lot of things coming up here, which is awesome, man. Not only is it we creating the music, but we're still creating the Metaverse. Is there anything else you want to let the people know about you and your current state and what's in the future for you?
Well, just be looking out for us. We'll be starting the onboarding process soon. We're going to be launching in the next couple, probably I'm thinking like midsummer. We might start doing a rollout for starting the onboarding process for our mobile device. We're going to release on the mobile device first and computers and tablets to get people used to onboarding and what it's like and virtually see our metaverse. And then probably like the third quarter of 2024, we'll be launching after a partnership that we're, looking at a couple of different hardware companies, such like your Oculus, that way we can have our own hardware. That way we can compete. Because right now Oculus is they between me and you, they're taking up 100% of the market share.
100% of the market. So that is, I think it's phenomenal that you guys are really thinking outside the box by starting with what people have in their hands already, mobile devices, tablets, computers, and then eventually moving over to hardware or headwear, as they call it now.
Right. And, and it makes it affordable. Not everybody can pay $300 for a pair of Oculuses.
Absolutely.
Download an app. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's got a phone. Everybody's got, the apps. They can download an app and get familiar with it and figure out how to move around and navigate through our metaverse. And then as we, do our rollout, we, come with our hardware, our Urfia eyewear, we'll be launching that. But, you'll be hearing about it. We're going to have hip hop commercials. We're going to have commercials.
All of it. Now, one thing.
We're hip hop.
One thing we haven't talked about yet is like your coins. Will you guys, as far as an NFT Fans Agency, seeing that they are a blockchain, will they have prioritized coins and things of that nature for?
Well, I'm gonna say like this because that's a great question, but that is an NDA question. So I gotta tiptoe around how to answer that. But yes, we'll be coming out with our hip hop coins. With all the rappers that are coming in, we're gonna have our coins. And the great thing I can say this about our currency, like you got Bitcoin. What is Bitcoin backed by? Right. Nothing. It came out of thin air. It's backed by I like it, you like it. But let's say this: imagine Outkast had a coin, and it's backed by Speaker Box Love Below, a diamond album.
Don't say too much.
Start off at $10 a coin. You know what I'm saying? So No coin. Tony Crypto is coming with a coin. It will be coming. It will be backed by all the digital assets that Tony Crypto owns. It will be backed by things in the real world, as such as all our, artists, as well as a lot of people that sign with us will be having their own type of currency. Because that's what I look at. I look at,
right.
My vision is waking up one day and like people watch the stock market. I watch our hip hop stock market and be like, oh wow, there's the Outcast coin. There's the Youngbloods coin. Wow, that's the Ice Cube coin. But they're all through our platform. And I'm watching the Ice Cube coin go from $10 a coin to $30 a coin. But I'm watching, the game coin, because we sign game or something, go from $20 to $200 a coin based on backed by his platinum records. And then we got, so I look at that one day, that's where we're going, man. I mean, sky is the
limit. That is it. Hey, matter of fact, y'all need to watch out, man. CTV Radio, we're gonna have their own coin as well here. So y'all watch out. Y'all grab your CTV Radio coins too. You heard? All right, man. Hey, it's been a pleasure, man. I love every bit of this, man. I thank you for not only giving us your time. I know that you've been back to back with interviews, but also, allowing us to spend time with you and your family, right? You allowed us into your home and your space tonight to have this conversation, and I'm 100% thankful for that.
Yeah, hey, you know what? I thank you so much. I think my boys at Natural Boy Films, I'm at their facility right now, and I had a great interview with them. They're on Roku. I give a shout out to you, brother, and everything you're doing. You know what I'm saying? What you're doing on TikTok and what you're doing for the culture is hip hop. My boy Alex, who's my business partner, he runs the Latino division side, the Latin side of our NFT fans and what we're doing. I got to give a shout out to Emmett, Executive V out there.
Big love to Emmett, man. Shout out to Emmett.
Plug. All our boys in California. This our people all around, our Atlanta crew. If I forgot about y'all, how about it? Y'all know what it is. You know what it is. I'm long-winded. We got to get out of here, though. But I just want to tell y'all, Earthia is the Metaverse. NFT Fans is the agency. You already know what's popping. Tony Crypto. I speak for Tony Crypto. I rep Tony Crypto. I'm Tony Ray, but Tony Crypto will be in the real world soon, and you'll be able to see Tony Crypto. But until then, go to NFT Fans Agency on YouTube. Click on it, subscribe, click the notification, click the bell, so every time Tony Crypto turns up, you get notified. And until we drop the Metaverse, man, you can watch us on there. Until then, man, how about it, man? And like Tony Crypto says, blockchain.
My brother Tony Crypto in the building, man. We thank you again for being a part of this, man. You have yourself a good night, and we appreciate you here on CTV Radio.
How about it? Thanks for having me, man.
Absolutely. Peace.
Peace.
That's my guy, Tony Ray, man. Tony Ray, we love him. We appreciate him here on CTV Radio and music and Metaverse and Music. There we go. Metaverse and Music podcast. We partnered up, man. Oh, and give a big shout out not only to Emmett, but Rich the Plug as well, man. These guys are doing some phenomenal things here in the Midwest. This is how you guys are able to hear and know about what's going on in NFT Fans Agency as well as Earthia. It's because they're doing their due diligence on social media to keep it in front of you. Not only that, they came through and talked to me, and we are now here doing this as well. So we're putting together as many interviews as possible. Like I said, we just wrapped up volume 3 with Tony Ray, the life of Tony Ray, past, present, and future. And we spoke on Tony Crypto not too long ago, man. This guy is a phenomenal being. Again, if you guys want to see more of those, you can catch volume 1 and 2 on CatchThisVibe Radio on YouTube, all one word, CatchThisVibe, then radio. You'll be able to find volume 1 and volume 2 on there. If not, you can also go to Metaverse and Music podcast on Facebook. You'll be able to find it there as well. Give us about a little bit of time. I'll be able to make all this into actual podcasts, and you'll be able to catch it on all platforms. So stay tapped in. Make sure that you like, share. I've seen your comments. Please make sure you subscribe as well. Hit that bell notification so you don't miss anything that's going on. Because I need to remind you, we will be having a conversation with Jason Swanston, another great entity inside of NFT Fans. NFT Fans Agency, as well as Earthia, the Metaverse. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a dope night. Thank you all so much. Before we get out of here, man, I need you to know, continue to be your absolute best, because being empowered starts today. We live life, we love unconditionally, and we seek growth. When we do all three of those, we're in our alpha state. So stay primal and get after it. But don't forget this, my friends, last but not least. So don't forget this. Protect your peace and drink water. Protect your peace and drink water. Guys, have a good night, man. We'll be catching you guys soon on another episode of Metaverse and Music Podcast, along with CTV Radio. Peace.
Oh, yeah! It's CTV Radio, live in the mix with Biggie.